Have you ever wondered what the first horror film in history was? Well, for that we have to go back to the late 19th century. 129 years ago, in 1896, a French filmmaker and magician known as Georges Méliès put together a 3-minute horror film, and it was called The House of the Devil. And this film was the first horror film in history. The plot is simply this: the devil comes to visit this house, and there are two cavaliers. The devil then torments them, and one of the cavaliers finally stops the devil by brandishing a cross. And this film had special effects, well, obviously very early special effects, and loads of things that would have just amazed the 19th century crowd. Here we have the devil and the mighty cavalier banishing the devil away with the cross. Now, the first motion picture ever created is The Horse in Motion, and that was in 1878, not even 20 years before that. It was a scientific experiment to see if all 4 hooves of a horse leave the ground when it's sprinting, and this scientific experiment proved that it did, but in doing so it created motion picture. Now, the first true movie, if you can think of it, came 10 years later in 1888, the Roundhay Garden scene, only about 2.5–3 seconds long, but this is considered the first true film, if you can think of. The House of the Devil by Georges Méliès, a French magician filmmaker, is the first horror film in history. I wonder what he would think if he saw a modern horror like Terrifier. Now, you can watch this on YouTube, and I highly recommend you do, because it's always amazing to see just how far we've come in filmmaking, let alone horror filmmaking.